Hey guys, how you doing? It's Alejandro here again. This is my second video. Now, before I go ahead and get started with the video, I wanted to go ahead and just tell everybody Happy 4th of July. I know it was yesterday, but I was really busy with some things, so I didn't get to say Happy 4th of July to everybody. But yeah, Happy 4th of July. Hopefully you spent great time with family and friends. Hopefully you guys had fun. And yeah, so the main reason I'm doing this video is because I posted my first one like 4 or 5 days ago, and people have just been asking me a lot of questions, and so I thought might as well, if a lot of people asking me the same question, might as well put it into a video form. That way, anybody who's interested, anybody who wants to see it, will just go ahead and click the link or the video or wherever this video is gonna be. So the main question I was getting was, why am I investing in real estate? Why real estate? Why not stocks? Why not multi-level? Why not network marketing? Why not other opportunities that are out there? And if I'm going to be completely truthful, I have done multi-level marketing. When I was doing it, they didn't describe it as multi-level marketing. I still, to this day, don't think it was a pyramid, but that's besides the point. So, again, so why am I doing real estate? So that's a great question. I appreciate the question. And in order for me to actually say why I'm doing real estate, you'd have to like travel back with me to 17 years old. I was a junior in high school, and one of my friends introduced me to a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That book completely shifted my mindset from going to school, getting a good job, getting the good grades to go get a good job, to just creating your own ideas, developing your own ideas, starting a company, and I think that's the book that started me on the journey that I've been on for the past 2 years. So I'm very thankful for that book. Of course, I've been reading many other different books besides that one, but that's a starting point. And I started reading on Forbes.com, Entrepreneur.com, just research. For the first year, I was just doing research, like developing the mindset, being an entrepreneur, stepping out of your comfort zone. You have to network, you have to talk to people, and that was something I was scared of. Not really scared of, but I had some sort of anxiety towards being in big public areas with a lot of people and just talking to people. Like, that was hard for me. I was just like, what am I going to talk about? How am I going to keep this conversation flowing? I just didn't know. But getting out of my comfort zone, in that multi-level marketing, I had to talk to random people in shopping stores, Walmart's, Publix, GameStops, Old Navies, I remember, and I'd be super scared, but that really got me out of my comfort zone. So after that, anything is cake. But yeah, so that was the starting point. I was gonna go to UCF. I was gonna be an industrial engineer. I wanted to work for Nike. I wanted to climb the corporate ladder and eventually become the CEO of Nike or Denny's or any corporate America company that's out there. But then I realized that even the CEO of those big corporate American companies, they could get fired, because they have a board of directors, and if you're not pulling up the numbers that the board is looking for, you're gone. So I was just like, man, that's not what I want to do in my life. And that's one main reason why I decided to go out and venture off and do my own thing. I dropped out of college last year, I think, and it's great. I don't regret it at all. I don't think I'll regret it. But yeah, so another thing was, while I was doing my multi-level, I met through Craigslist. I was looking for a job. So on Craigslist, there was this ad, saying real estate investor is looking for a student here local in South Florida. So I was like, hey, let me check it out. So I went to one of those meetings, and that's where I met Julian, Antonio, and Joe. Those are my three mentors. All three of their stories impacted me extremely. Antonio, he speaks English, but you can tell he has a thick accent. So language is not a barrier in real estate. You can tell what he says, but just the fact that he came from Venezuela, not knowing English, and he was able to start his own company and become financially independent, that's crazy alone. Julian, he came from Colombia. He worked in a restaurant. I work in a restaurant right now. I work at Outback Steakhouse. He worked at a restaurant called Padrinos, and working 10-hour shifts a day, and he was able to retire out of that. And Joe's crazy. He was dead broke. He was telling me he just got a divorce, and he's been part of the community that I'm a part of now for 18 months, and he's already close to having his company become a multi-million-dollar company. So those three stories impacted me so much. There's so many more that are out there. This is a community of 1,000 to 2,000 people, all over the United States, and yeah, Hawaii, Alaska, everything like that. So yeah. Also, another reason why I got started in real estate is to become financially independent, But it's not just the money, It's not just the money. I'm not money oriented. I'm not money focused. I know that money, the love of money, is the root of all evil. It's the craving of it. I just want money. I just want money. I'll do whatever it takes to get that money. And that was taking me down a stranger path. Back in high school, I would do anything for money. I wouldn't scam people or nothing like that, but I would get myself caught in scams and stuff like that. So, yeah, I want to retire my parents. That's a big pull for me. Retire my parents. Just give them $1 million. Just be like, hey, you guys don't have to work anymore. Just go to France, go to Spain, go to any country in Europe, go to Asia, wherever you guys want to go to Colombia, do whatever you guys want to do. Just don't work anymore. And the tax write-offs is crazy. It's crazy, the tax write-offs, not just with real estate, but owning a small business. And so back on the money topic. Now, the way I define success is not just how much money you have, because you could have a Bentley, you could have a Lamborghini, you could have a big multi-million-dollar house. But if you're in so much debt, just accumulating all those things, then there's really no point. If you're depressed when you get home, if you can't even look yourself in the mirror, if you don't have good friendships, good relationships around you, if you don't have the time to spend with those people, share knowledge with them, then there's no point in having all the money in the world when there's no one to share it with. That's what I firmly believe, So it's money, time, knowledge, and relationships. That, I think, encompasses all of success, not just money, not just, oh, hey, I have $1 million, that's it. It's not enough. If you have $1 million and you're depressed, it's not worth it. But yeah, so I took it upon myself to get started with this group. I haven't looked back since. Every day is a hustle. Today I went to courthouse today. I filed a couple of papers, and I got some more papers that I need to file for one of the other houses that I have in Lauderhill. And after that, I went knocking on some doors down in Hollywood, Miramar, Pembroke Pines area. And then, once I finish this video, I have to set up my route for the next 3 weeks, because every 3 weeks is when I rotate my routes. I start crossing off houses as I start knocking on their doors. So yeah, that's why I got started in real estate. I always knew I wanted to be a real estate investor since I was a jit. I wanted to start when I was 25 though. That's when I really wanted to start, but I said, why not now? Ain't no time like the present, so just got to take advantage of it. I have more energy now at 19 than I will have when I'm 25. Who knows what would be happening when I turn 25? What if I don't have the time? What if I'm just even more broke than I am now? So get started now. That's the decision that I made. And, I do residential, but eventually I want to get into commercial real estate, shopping center. There's a shopping center that literally just opened right next to my house on University and Sunrise. And there's a Chipotle, a Panda Express, there's a Pieology, there's like a burger place, there's a Walgreens, a Starbucks, an AT&T. And all I think about is the real estate investors that invested in that shopping center. I think that's crazy. I think that's definitely something that I want to do later in life, The Sawgrass Mall. The owner of Sawgrass Mall owns malls throughout the entire United States. It's crazy. Simon Center. And, I want to own hotels, like the Trump Towers and stuff like that, But I don't want to get too much into details with that. That's later on in the future, 10, 15, 20 years from now. But that's a goal that I have, and I strive every day to get that goal. So, yeah, here's, why I got started in real estate. If you guys have any more questions, any more concerns, any, constructive criticism, I'm always open for it. I appreciate everything you guys have to say. I appreciate all the support. So thank you everybody who's been supporting me thus far. And yeah, I'll go ahead and, try to post videos once or twice a week, just maintain a consistency with that. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.